Facing the real ID deadline can feel confusing and overwhelming. You're not alone in this situation. Millions of Americans still haven't upgraded their driver's license or ID card, even though the federal enforcement deadline has passed. Today, we'll break down exactly what a real ID is, whether you need one, and how to get it with minimal hassle. Remember, state-specific rules vary significantly, so always confirm details using the DHS Real ID website. Let's understand why this matters to your future travel plans. Standard driver's licenses no longer work for domestic flights. That change took effect on May 7, 2025. This change comes from the Department of Homeland Security and is now enforced by the TSA at all airports. Without a real ID or acceptable alternative, you cannot board domestic flights. You'll also need real ID to enter federal facilities like military bases and nuclear power plants. Acceptable alternatives include U.S. passports, passport cards, and global entry cards. Other options are enhanced driver's licenses, military IDs, and tribal-issued photo IDs. The Real ID Act established minimum security standards for state-issued licenses after September 11th. While implementation varies by state, the core requirements are federally mandated, and enforcement is now in effect nationwide. For example, someone flying from Chicago to Los Angeles in June 2025 with only a standard license will be denied at security. Your standard license will still work fine for driving, voting, and accessing state services. Now let's explore what you'll need to get your real ID. To obtain a real ID, you must present specific documentation in person at your DMV. First, you'll need to prove your identity with a birth certificate, passport, or permanent resident card. Second, you must provide your Social Security number using your non-laminated card, W-2 form, or pay stub. Third, you need to confirm your address with 2 documents showing your name and residence. These can include utility bills, bank statements, or mortgage documents. If your current name differs from your identity documents, bring proof of any name changes. This might include a marriage certificate, divorce decree, or court order. Real ID is optional, but alternatives are necessary if you choose not to get one. Most states mark real IDs with a star in the upper portion of the card. Let's walk through the application process step by step. First, visit dhs.gov/real-ID to find your state's specific requirements. This critical step saves time since requirements vary significantly between states. Second, gather all necessary identity documents, Social Security verification, and proof of residence. Third, bring original, unexpired documents or certified copies, as photocopies or expired documents will be rejected. Fourth, visit your DMV in person, as real IDs cannot be obtained online in most states. Some states offer online pre-application to submit information before your visit. Fifth, complete the application form with your legal name, birth date, address, and citizenship status. Sixth, submit to a new photograph that meets current federal standards. Seventh, pay the required fee, which typically ranges from $20 to $60. Many states allow you to schedule appointments online to avoid long wait times. Some offer document pre-verification through their websites to streamline the process. Here's what to expect regarding timing and costs for your real ID. Real ID enforcement began May 7, 2025, and is now fully in effect. Processing times vary by state, with some issuing temporary real IDs the same day. Permanent cards typically arrive by mail within 1 to 3 weeks after your application. Others mail them within 1 to 3 weeks after your application. The cost typically ranges from $20 to $60 depending on your state. If you're not due for renewal, most states charge a replacement fee to upgrade. Some states waive this fee if you're within a certain period of your regular renewal date. Plan to set aside 1 to 2 hours for your DMV visit, less with an appointment. To avoid last-minute stress, try to get your real ID 2 to 3 months before your next planned trip. Now let's review common mistakes people make when getting their real ID. Many people bring photocopies instead of original documents or certified copies. Others forget proof of name changes if their current name differs from their birth certificate. Some assume they need a real ID when a passport would work for their needs. Many bring only 1 proof of residence document when 2 are typically required. Some wait until the last minute, facing long lines and potential travel disruptions. Others fail to check their state's specific requirements before visiting the DMV. Don't assume your license will automatically upgrade to Real ID at renewal. You must specifically request it and provide the required documentation. Having TSA PreCheck doesn't exempt you from Real ID requirements. You still need a Real ID or an acceptable alternative to fly. Children under 18 traveling with a responsible adult don't need a Real ID. Ready to take action on your Real ID application? First, determine whether you need one based on your travel plans and facility access needs. If you do, gather your documents early and schedule an appointment at your local DMV. Remember that requirements and processes vary significantly by state. Visit dhs.gov/real-ID for links to your state's official information. Standard licenses still work for driving and voting, but they are no longer accepted for flights. That change took effect on May 7, 2025. For regular flyers, getting a Real ID now will prevent future travel disruptions. Download our comprehensive guide using the link in the More section below, and visit dhs.gov/real-ID for official information. With the right preparation, you'll navigate the Real ID process with confidence. Visit the Real ID website today, download our guide, and take this important step to ensure your future travel plans stay on track.
Thank you for watching GovClarity. Remember, you can find our complete guide and all official links in the More section. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with others who might benefit. Remember to hit the notification bell so you never miss our latest videos. We're here to make government procedures easier for you every step of the way.